Have you ever heard the saying, "Don't set yourself on fire to keep someone else warm"? It's a potent reminder deeply rooted in ancient Stoic wisdom, emphasizing the delicate balance between kindness and self-care. Yet in today's relentless pursuit of being perceived as good, of always being the one who gives, many have distorted the noble act of kindness into a self-destructive habit. We're often urged to surpass our limits, to sacrifice for others' sake, but at what expense? The harsh reality is that excessive kindness, when it depletes our own resources, energy, and well-being, is not a virtue but a perilous path leading to personal ruin. Countless individuals have lost their way, pouring so much of themselves into others that they're left feeling hollow, unacknowledged, and utterly burnt out. It's a modern tragedy where the purest intentions yield the bleakest outcomes. Stoicism, however, illuminates an alternate path, a way to remain generous without losing sight of oneself, a means to extend kindness while safeguarding our own welfare. It imparts the wisdom of balanced generosity, ensuring our actions enrich others' lives while preserving our own well-being. In this video, we'll delve into how Stoic principles can empower you to establish healthy boundaries, transforming your kindness into a wellspring of resilience rather than depletion. We'll navigate the intricate terrain of giving without sacrificing self-love, of supporting others without forsaking our own existence. Join us on this journey as we explore the fine line between generosity and self-preservation, guided by the enduring wisdom of Stoicism.
Number 1. Don't harm yourself to help others. Critics say it's important to live wisely and be good. These ideas guide our actions to have a meaningful and ethical life. It's important to set limits in our relationships to keep a balance and not hurt ourselves for others. Sometimes we offer help without knowing, and that can cause problems. I have a story about a horse and a donkey on a farm. The horse told the donkey about its hard work, plowing from dawn to dusk, facing heat, tired legs, and a hurting neck. The donkey, who had an easy life, he told the horse to pretend to be sick when the farmhand came. The horse did it, and the donkey had to do the horse's work all day. The donkey was tired and hurt, while the horse thanked him. The donkey said, "I'm like many generous people who help but end up doing all the work." Have you felt like a horse? Tell your story in the comments. It's important, as we often want to help so much that we do a lot. Stoicism teaches us to think about our actions, always asking why and living wisely. This helps us not do things without thinking and make choices that match our values. As Epictetus said, before you start something, say to yourself, "I want to do this task, and I want to do it in a way that's good." Stoicism teaches us a new way of thinking. The lesson is clear. If you want to help a friend, do it in a way that doesn't make you suffer. Stoics say we should have balanced relationships where both people give and get, and no one suffers too much. In short, don't hurt yourself to help others. This fits with Stoic ideas of living wisely, having balanced relationships, and not giving up too much in all parts of your life. Number 2, give and take has a limit. It's good to help without expecting anything back, as Stoicism teaches. But sometimes, when we help, we hope others will do the same. No matter what you do for someone, know that expecting something in return doesn't last forever. Even if they're grateful now, people often forget over time. We sometimes expect others to always act a certain way, or be there for us no matter what. But if things don't go as we expect, it hurts. So it's better not to rely on others for our happiness, to give without expecting to. It saves us from feeling let down and teaches us to stay calm inside. Stoics say the trouble starts with expecting too much. We think others will do as we would, but we can't control them, only ourselves. Epictetus says, remember, good or bad comes from our choices and we can't control events. Follow, don't lead. This means accept things as they happen. Don't expect too much, and no good or bad depends on how you choose. So when you help, know others may not do the same. Don't expect it, as expecting too much leads to feeling down. Focus on what you can control, make your actions count, and don't waste time on things you can't change. Stoicism says true wealth is giving without expecting anything back. Find joy in giving and keep your peace, even if others don't notice. Number 3, requests never stop. Long ago, some kings had people to dress them and do basic things for them. It sounds silly today, but in your life, how often do people ask you for things they could do themselves? People expect things from us naturally. Stoicism helps set limits, showing us how to make those limits. Being moderate, one of the Stoic ways, helps us handle many requests. Instead of always saying yes, we keep control, avoiding actions that wear us out. When we take on others' jobs all the time, it's not just tiring for us, but it stops them from growing and facing challenges. Think of a story about a mom and her grown-up daughter. The mom took care of the sick daughter for years, not letting her take responsibility. When the mom got sick and passed away, people worried about the daughter. Surprisingly, the daughter started living normally again. Giving too much, even with good intentions, stops personal growth. This doesn't just affect others. It traps us in a one-sided cycle. In this, only one gives, and the other only gets. This drains us and hurts our emotions. Being moderate in giving, helping in a balanced way, lets us stay in control, avoiding habits that hurt our emotions. If we always give a lot, people might expect more and more. There's no limit for them, no matter how much you do. It seems not enough. It's good to give, but it's also important to set clear limits and balance how you help. Let others take responsibility and grow on their own. Remember what Emperor Marcus Aurelius said in meditation. To men, his job is to stand upright, not to be kept upright by others. In finding this balance, we discover true generosity benefiting everyone. Seneca, a famous thinker and Stoic philosopher, left us with wisdom about friendship. He said, "If someone starts being your friend for what they get, they'll stop when they get it." A friend wanting something in return isn't a real friend. Seneca tells us to build true bonds, not based on what we can do, but who we are. Being too generous can lead to connections only for what we give, not for who we are. Often, we think our value is in what we do, not who we are. Being too generous can show this thinking. Stoicism says be independent, in control, building on principles that don't follow this behavior. Our worth, satisfaction, and how we feel must come from inside. So, work on your self-esteem always. This isn't just about friends, but in all relationships, professional, personal, or social. Ties built on interests easily break with small changes or problems. As Epictetus says, in good times, it's easy to find friends, but in tough times, it's hardest. Our connections should accept us, flaws and all. This way we build true connections that let us grow and, most importantly, accept our true selves. Stoic ideas push for a strong and honest way of connecting, where understanding and respecting basic values create real bonds. Your needs should come later. The main goal of Stoicism is to live with virtue. To do this, we need to keep improving ourselves, control our emotions, and move towards our best selves. But if we keep taking on others' problems, we're moving in the wrong direction. It's vital to set boundaries in our relationships and focus on our duties. Maintaining balance and avoiding sacrificing our true selves and well-being for others is crucial. If others' priorities make you feel overwhelmed, it might mean you're avoiding internal issues causing pain and fear. Engaging in others' responsibilities can lead to neglecting our own lives. It's easier to avoid facing our internal limits and fears, justifying the time we spend on others' priorities. However, the cost of this constant dedication is high. You lose yourself, forgetting your life due to excessive concern for others' problems. Your inner voice gets lost, and eventually, facing your own being, the pain and fear you tried to avoid return intensely. It's vital to realize that tending to our needs isn't selfishness, but self-care and preserving authenticity. Stoics teach that setting limits and living virtuously is an act of self-love and a path to a meaningful life. Cicero, a significant Stoic philosopher, expressed this truth, saying, "Few days in our life are dedicated to ourselves." The next time you're tempted to lose yourself in constant service to others, acknowledge uncomfortable emotions in solitude with compassion. Be authentic in your desires, set healthy boundaries, and learn to say no when necessary. By honoring your authenticity, you enrich yourself internally, offering genuine generosity to others. It's crucial to distribute your time and knowledge efficiently, understanding the importance of prioritizing your needs. This way, you can help others meaningfully without neglecting yourself. Congrats! You've reached the video's halfway mark, and I appreciate your effort to become a better version of yourself. Please leave a comment, as it immensely helps my channel. If unsure, just write more videos to let me know you reached this far. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Now back to the video. Number 4. Being seen and treated as fragile. Stoicism encourages inner strength, self-control, a healthier mind, boundaries, and self-discipline. Offering excessive help can create the opposite impression, making you vulnerable. People may take advantage, exploiting your willingness. When you say no firmly but respectfully, something surprising happens. You're perceived differently, becoming someone who values themselves enough to set limits, deserving dignity and consideration. This change is crucial because saying no transforms how others see you, overcoming mental obstacles and earning respect. Cicero, a great Stoic philosopher, knew this truth, saying, "What you think of yourself is more important than what others think." Setting boundaries sends a clear message that you deserve respect. Next time your limits are tested, remember the strength in saying no. You might face challenges as you implement changes, as people may approach you only when they need something. This can lead to exclusion from social events. But stoically, it's a test of discernment to recognize true friendships from those taking advantage of your generosity. Number 5. True friends. To find out who our genuine friends are, we should focus on their actions rather than just their words. It's crucial to note that Stoicism doesn't encourage distrust, but aims for a deep understanding of human nature. By practicing discernment, we can choose to assist those who truly need and appreciate our sincere support. This helps us conserve our energy and surround ourselves with people who value us for who we are, not just for what we can offer. Stoicism equips us with tools to thrive by working with the mind. This challenge offers a chance to practice Stoic self-discipline, setting clear boundaries, and deciding how to wisely invest our energy and time. By keeping our generosity balanced and directed towards those who genuinely value our help, we can live in line with Stoic principles, finding peace and satisfaction in the intricacies of human relationships. Establishing your boundaries is a simple process, but without practice, it might leave you unsure where to start. Let's explore strategies to avoid being used by others. First strategy: overcome the fear of saying no. Eliminate the fear of refusing requests. Ask yourself why you fear saying no. This fear often stems from childhood teachings that being nice is essential for likability. Stoicism stresses introspection and continuous questioning for a meaningful life. Recognizing that childhood fear conditions can be freed through Stoic tools, we gain control over decisions in our adult lives. Saying no in overwhelming or unfair situations is a way to exercise self-control. Second strategy: be mindful of your feelings. Stoicism teaches us to pay attention to our thoughts, understand emotions, and cultivate a healthy mind. This Stoic tool aids self-reflection and self-awareness. Being mindful of your feelings allows you to identify if you're dedicating yourself excessively, leading to emotional exhaustion. Generosity should bring satisfaction. If it causes discomfort, it's crucial to pay attention to your feelings. Third strategy: prioritize yourself. Take care of yourself by setting aside time for self-discipline and self-respect. Stoicism, as a study caring for our souls, teaches us to prioritize our well-being. Embrace yourself, forgive mistakes, and consider the upcoming year as a chance for Stoic restarts. Choose an activity just for you. Be generous with yourself. Set limits. And don't feel guilty about saying no when necessary. Fourth strategy: identify those who take. Using Stoic principles of self-discipline and discernment, recognize relationships that benefit you. By distancing yourself from energy-draining individuals, you apply Stoic self-control. Takers demand more, be it attention, constant complaints, time, or money. Maintaining such relationships is like a parasitic dynamic, where the taker drains the host. Stoicism teaches balance and moderation, guiding us to choose kindness wisely. If we give too little, we seem selfish. If we give too much, we get drained. Stoicism encourages balanced relationships, preventing exhaustion of energy, time, and resources. Don't forget your fundamental goal: to live an extraordinary life. Nature invites kindness, but Stoicism advises keeping it like a buried treasure, to be unearthed only when necessary. You've now reached the end of this lesson. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and comment. YouTube knows these videos are for people like you, enabling us to create more in the future.